and welcome to the conversation. It's your girl, Miss Moi, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for following all of our shows on all of the platforms that we have available: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Nuu Beat Radio. How you doing, Queens?
Doing good. How you doing?
Good. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Raina England. You can call me Red.
Hi, I'm Shannon Cove. You can call me Lovely.
All right. Well, tonight we're going to be talking love and relationships. And I brought these queens on because in real life, we have conversations all the time about this type of stuff. So I was like, you know what? The people need to hear this. So here we are. And shout out to our sponsors tonight. Once again, Nuu Beat Radio and Gems. So let's get started. I'm going to ask you guys individually, what is love to you?
What is love? To me, giving, showing love. I always say love is an action word. That's something you always hear me say, because anybody can say they love you, but to show it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, to show it.
Power. Understanding. Respect. And love is a verb.
Yeah.
So it's what you show at that time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I also think love got a little loyalty in it.
A lot of loyalty.
Yeah.
A lot of
Just a
loyalty.
wee bit. And the reason I feel like that is because if you love me, it should show in how you move about me.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That part.
That part.
That part.
So that's why I say that. And so tonight we also are going to be talking about men, women, how we show love, relationships, marriage, all of that. Y'all ready?
Let's get it.
I'm ready.
Okay. So what do you guys think is the reason why there are more single than married, or do you think that is the case?
Why do you think there's more? Loyalty, disrespect, throwing in the towel. But I think that's just across the board in life, whether it's with a job or a friendship or whatever the case may be. When people get tired of something, they throw it away instead of fixing it.
Yeah.
If it can be fixed.
If it can be fixed.
What about you?
I say more of being single-wise.
Yeah, why are there more single folk, or does it just seem like there are more single folk than married?
Nobody wants to put in the work. Nobody wants to put in the work to be married, because marriage is a job, baby.
It is.
24/7, it's a job,
Yeah.
regardless. But nobody wants to put in the work and the time and the effort to be married. We just want things handed to us, and that's not how it goes.
But that's not how it has always been.
No.
So what changed?
No. With the women or the men? Either or?
Either.
I think what the women is, we became so independent to where we always use this term, I don't need a man for nothing.
Yeah.
That is not true.
Okay.
So I think that's where that came in.
So we took on an independent mindset. What about the men?
What about the men? And what I was going to say, what about the men? Come back to me on that one.
Okay.
What I was going to say about, as far as what we said, it used to be different back in the day. I think it was more, that's just what you did, was get married, whether you didn't have a choice. Like, that's what you did next. Now people have more of a choice, and they, as far as independence is a good thing, and getting education, different stuff like that, which maybe some of our grandparents didn't have. So they were a mother, they were a wife. You know what I'm saying? Now the women are stepping out of that role of just being a mother and a wife and being a homemaker too, as well as the men. And then too, as far as single versus married, it's like almost like people are more happy to be single than they are married. So even it looks like there's more, because it's like marriage has a negative cloud over it now for different reasons or whatever. And then you hear people say, well, I'll never get married because they looked at other relationships that may have failed. So it maybe scares people away from wanting to be married.
Well, I think some of it is on us, but some of it isn't. I think some of it is a part of an agenda that was put on us years ago, where it was beneficial not to have a man in the household, because now you're going to get all these funds.
Well,
And now you're going to get all these homes. And now you're going to get all this stuff because you got all these kids and you don't have a man there. So I think we kind of adapted this idea that, you know what, this is not here and this is okay because I'm going to get all these other benefits, which doesn't make any sense. But I think that's just what we kind of took on over time.
Yeah, and that's sad, because I think a lot of that was put into young women because they had to learn it from somewhere.
Yeah.
And really, to go back even further, you know, the breakdown of the black family was slavery.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it was, pulling our men from us. But then it's always like, well, if you don't like it, you can leave. You can leave. But then, or when things get too hard, you know, people do skip out on their family or whatever. And the good thing is that's not all black men.
Yeah.
But we see a lot of it, and there is some benefit to being single as far as the benefits and everything go. But those same benefits that you're getting, you're gonna have to use them and some,
right?
Because I'm sure it's not enough, to last long enough until the next set of benefits come.
Right. Absolutely. So, what do you guys think is the issue with the men in marriage? What's their deal?
I can't speak on the men in the marriage. Because I'm not a man. So I can't speak on that. I can speak on me because I'm dominant. I like to be in control sometimes, which, hey, don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with it. But I think because I was single for so long and then came into a marriage or being married, I like to be in control and do things in order. Some men don't like order.
Right.
So that's one of my problems, is being in control and being
That's big of you too.
I know. So that part, but I had to sit back and let him lead me.
Yeah.
Instead of me trying to lead him and us.
Yeah.
It don't work.
I think there is just as many men that want to get married as there is women that want to get married. I think that there is this notion out there that, men just want to be single forever. I don't think that's the case.
No,
I think they just have to go where they feel needed and comfortable. And sometimes that takes a while to get to that place.
And then sometimes past relationships scare you away from possibly making another serious commitment.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's what I've heard from the opposite sex, is they had been down that road or whatever, so it may be kind of scary to go back down that road again.
Yeah.
Which is sad, because people mature and grow.
Right.
And every woman is not the same.
At all.
So therefore, every man is not the same.
Absolutely.
So I was listening to Steve Harvey yesterday, I think. And,
hey, y'all over there.
Hey, y'all.
hey, y'all over here.
And Steve Harvey said a man would change for just one.
Yeah.
And I had to rewind. Say that again.
I heard that too.
A man will only change for just that one. And if that man is not changing,
Yeah.
that means you ain't the one.
And
so I'm like, oh, okay.
And then too, to piggyback off of that, I think that's another problem, is people want people to change when by the time whatever ages we are, I believe I'm the oldest, but you are who you are.
Yeah.
Now we can always improve.
Yeah.
But that man is who he is. He's been wearing them socks or whatever, cooking the scrambling the eggs or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So it's like, for a woman to say, I want to change him, you can build with him. You can build together and make both of you guys better, but you can't change him into what you want. People are set in their ways by certain ages.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Okay, let's talk about being independent-minded as women versus being submissive. And the reason that I want to talk about this is because we talked about this before and it was so good. And you said, Red, that you're more naturally submissive. And I'm like, how do you do that? And then we're both just like, what? You know what I'm saying? Don't blame me.
I mean, I'm a Cancer.
This is true. This is true.
We're naturally lovers. We're good people. We're nurturers. Really, to a fault, in a sense, because it comes back to bite me every once in a while.
Yeah.
Because when I see a need, when I hear a need, when I feel a need, I'm always, let me fix it. I got it. Come on, here, you sit down, baby. What you want? Come on, blah, blah, blah. That's just me.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm both. Very independent, been independent all my life. Took care of my mom when she was here. Took care of my siblings and household and run a business, blah, blah, blah. I'm very independent. However, I'm just natural. When I say I'm naturally submissive, it's like I enjoy doing for people that I love. If y'all come to my home, it's most likely I'm gonna fix your plate and bring your drink to you, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
I think that it's easy to submit to someone. Well, first of all, the word, you know, says when the man is submitted to God, you know.
Yes.
But
come on, give it to
when
him.
he's first,
Did you catch that?
when he's first submitted to God, but
Come
I'm
on.
saying to me, and what I ran into a few times in my life is people that felt like they had to control me into submission. No, I'm naturally submissive.
Yeah.
I have no problem with going home after work. I have no problem with checking in and, hey,
Yeah.
baby, what you need, and I'm doing this and doing that. That's natural to me. I'm a mom. I'm a grandmother. You know what I'm saying? That's all I've ever done. But when I feel like it's forced upon me, that's when I'm gonna pull
back.
I feel like if women are safe, if they are secure, if they are protected, if her needs are met, she's gonna be naturally submissive.
naturally.
You make her feel like she gotta fight. That's what I think. Because I think
That's
we
true.
all have that natural nurturing part. That's our feminine energy.
Right.
But if you put us in these situations where we gotta, you know what I mean?
I agree with that.
Then we gon'
Now there are some women that just, baby, I gotta run it. I'm gonna run it no matter how safe, secure, and everything is. It's like they're so used to do this, do that. I mean, I've watched people, my family members or different friends or whatever, that are just controlling towards that man. A man has to be a man. You know what I'm saying? And then too, you pick that man, or we pick those men. So it's like if you pick him, just the respect that you have for him is going to make you not be like, what am I trying to like? Not try to control him, because sometimes it's the other way around. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what that man does, the woman is still, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Look at these bills, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? It's like it has to be a way. It's not what you say, it's how you say. You know?
I'm learning that it's not what I say, it's how I say it, because I can be very aggressive at times. I'm telling y'all, it's a little that you didn't know, but I can be very aggressive, and sometimes my demeanor, it doesn't matter because I'm one. I'm gonna tell you, my demeanor can come off rude and disrespectful, but it's not to me. You know what I'm saying? It might come out to somebody else like that, but I don't mean it.
Ask her why you think she's that way.
I got this.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you, ma'am, because she's trying to take over.
No.
Why are you that way?
Which way?
Where does that aggression come from? Where does that headstrong way come
I
from?
had no choice but to be me.
Okay.
I've been hurt, a lot of pain growing up, seeing a lot, and I just thought, I can't have it. I'm that, but I am a Cancer.
Are you?
I'm a Cancer too. I am.
Okay.
But
I get that.
Oh yes,
But
ma'am,
okay.
I am.
She
But
right on the line.
She on the cusp. Okay.
y'all are so good.
Okay. Because I didn't get that vibe.
I just had to grow up and be very defensive at times when I was feeling, my back is up against the wall. I don't like that. Like, I don't, I'm struggling.
You know what I've learned recently? Sometimes you got to heal.
Before.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
You got to heal those layers. And even if you get into a situation where you're already in it and you're already involved, you might consider doing things a little differently.
Correct.
Maybe you started a certain way.
Correct.
That don't mean you have to stay going that way. And so sometimes I think our aggression and our anger and that hostility and thinking they ain't this and they ain't gonna be that, it comes from a hurt place.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's necessarily fair to who you're dealing with.
And it's not. Honestly, it's not. They said that we didn't have no sound. I was trying to figure out why we wasn't getting no sound here. Like, what's up? They couldn't hear us. But they need to hear.
Right.
We teaching. We back. I'm sorry.
And too, also like in not just in male-female relationships, but just with family or friends or doing business. Like some people just are naturally just But it's like, well, sometimes you might want to say something, or even in a text message, like, hold on, I'm not going to say it like that because that's going to come off wrong.
Yeah.
Or that's going to come off disrespectful. But I think sometimes we don't take those 2 or 3 seconds to say, now let me see how I can say this. You know?
We don't. Even at work, I'm like that. I have to sometimes take an email and go, whoops, let me get focused.
Yeah. You might take a little while before responding.
I
to
do.
A text.
I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because if not, then I'm gonna. You can misread a text message.
Yeah.
And be like, oh dang, she said that rude.
Okay, so I'm gonna have a real honest moment.
Okay.
It depends on how I feel about the relationship.
Okay.
Ooh.
If you're a person that I value greatly, I'm going to watch how I say and do certain things, especially if we've already had conversations that have went a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Coming forward, I'm gonna be like, okay, here we are again.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do this a little different because I really care about this person. This is male or female.
Right.
But if I don't care, I don't care because you got to catch me while I care. That's it.
Ooh.
Because when I don't care, you can tell the difference.
Oh,
Can. But I think sometimes too that comes from you care and you care. I'm a Taurus, so we're very compatible. That's probably why I love y'all. But we care and we care and we care, and then it's it.
It's it, yeah.
Because I done gave you 50 cares.
And you ain't gave me 2.
You done gave all.
So now the care is out the window because you done had that.
Yeah.
And you took advantage of it.
Yeah.
So there's that too. This is a good conversation.
And sometimes when I feel like I'm going to be disrespectful, I'd rather just get quiet.
Yes.
Like, honestly, with anybody.
Yes.
And anybody who's watching, anybody can tell you, I always say, I don't like arguing.
Yeah.
And I say all the time, like, I'm not going to argue, so let's just go ahead and back this up because it's going to get, but and like I said, it's ways that you say, like, say, for instance, if you want your significant other, to take the trash out, you can say, oh my God, every time I come in this house, the trash ain't out. Dang, blah, 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 I got to do everything. Now, you can say that, or you can say, sweetie, when you get rested up or whatever, do you mind taking running the garbage out, getting kind of full or whatever? It's just about adding that extra, softness to it. Not saying it has to be fake, but at the same time, just respectful. You know what I'm saying? Because even with your children, I mean, sometimes they've had a long, hard day or whatever, maybe, as you have too. So I think it's just, I kind of try to adopt that in life. I'm not saying I'm always like that, but I try to be respectful because you never know what someone is going through or whatever the case may be.
Me, if I shut down, I'm mad.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to tick me off and me say something a little jabby. I ain't gonna lie. But if I shut down and I listen,
well, we have a lot of
so
you might as well leave me alone because that means I'm at that place now. Yeah. So if you're just tuning in, this is The Conversation. It's your girl, Miss Y, and I am here talking to 2 amazing queens, and we are talking about love and all of that jazz. So we're going to be talking about relationships, single, married, divorced, whatever you got. That's what we're talking about tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please share this video. So next, do you think that we talked about being single versus being married? Do you think that marriage is still a goal for people today?
Yes.
Why do you feel like that?
Well, what else are you working towards? You know what I'm saying? Like, just now, I've heard a lot of people say they have no desire to be married, younger people and older people or whatever, but at the same time, what are you building with this person if you're not working towards a lifelong, like, how many people are you going to date?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As we get older. Now, young people, I think that they should date and travel and get an education and do different things, work on their careers and different things like that. But as far as people our ages, I mean, how long you just gonna kick it? But at the same time, I'll say this, just being straight up, like, of course, I've been married before, and I'm not against being married again, but at the same time, my desire is to be happy.
Yes.
So if that's marriage, then great. If that's not marriage, then great. But I want to be happy and have joy and peace completely.
Yeah.
Nothing under that.
What about you? Is marriage still a goal? Is it still a thing?
Oh, it's still a goal, baby, because I'm 8 years strong over here. 8 years strong.
Bless your heart.
But I am 8 years
Yes.
strong, and guess what? I am still growing. We are still learning each other.
Yeah.
We do a whole lot. We travel. We take on the phone like we're teenagers.
Yeah.
Still to this day, 2 or
Yeah.
3 hours at a time. I even go to sleep on the man, and he's steady talking. Did you hear anything that I said? No, but yes, I think it is still a goal for some people.
Mm-hmm.
Me, it was a goal.
Yeah.
I said before I turned 35, I was going to be married. I got married at 34.
Yeah.
I don't want any more kids, but hey, that's a different story. Thank God. But
Yeah.
I'm 8 years strong in this thing, and I
That's
got
a blessing.
many more years to go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a goal. It's just
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a
You know,
thing.
one thing that I listened to my mother on recently, in the last 6 or 7 years, she told me, we just talked today about friends. Hold up, I'm gonna switch it. The conversation. She said, I'm coming back. I promise. She said, everybody ain't your friend, and I need you to know that.
Mm.
And we just I needed to put that out there because sometimes we be
Amen.
thinking that they are, and they just not. But we coming back anyway. One thing she told me about 6, 7 years ago is you need to learn how to date.
Okay.
And I said, what do you mean? She said, everybody you meet ain't your boyfriend.
Okay, I agree with
Get
Mom.
your options. You know what you're doing. You know. And back then I was like, no, she's tripping. He's my boyfriend. I just met him a week ago, but it's okay. And I was in my 20s and doing my thing. And what I realized was, as I got in my later 20s, about 30, oh no, I do need to date. Because I need to see how you going to respond in this situation. And I need to see how you going to respond in this situation.
Yeah.
And if I'm just dealing with one fool, I may just put up with his foolishness.
Well,
well.
and then
Hey,
too,
she
how
said,
do
oh.
you learn how to date? How do
said,
you
oh.
learn to be married? I mean, how do you learn to raise children? How do you learn anything? Like, it's all a process. It does not happen overnight. But I agree with you because in my profession and stuff, talking to women, it's just like, oh, I met somebody and he's the one. Dude, all y'all did was went to the movies. You know what I'm saying? It's like that might not necessarily mean that he is the one. Like, you got to get to know each other, and guys might not even have the same goals to be the one.
Yeah, I learned to juggle, and whoever won, and that's what happened, and that's who I married. So it worked for me, but it took me a long time to get there because it was like everybody that I met before that, it seemed like I just wanted to cling to. Oh no, you just gonna be, because this is what I want anyway. So you him automatically, not necessarily.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wasn't giving myself a chance to really see if this person was a good fit for me or not.
Okay.
And so when I started dating, especially, and when I say dating, that means going out with more than one person at a time to determine what is the best fit for you. I think men do this all the time. They've probably been doing this since the Stone Ages.
Right.
But I think it was beneficial for me because I learned out of these different scenarios who was the best guy.
That makes total sense. And that's good just to be real about it.
Yeah.
So many people can't be real about that because they don't want people to know that they're dating other people or whatever. But it's like, why not be honest? And when you meet somebody, that's the best time to be honest.
Yeah.
About whatever, because you're a stranger. So it's like, tell the truth.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that at the same time, people aren't necessarily worried about hurting other people either because they're doing what's best for them at the time.
Yeah. So we talked about needing a little healing. One thing for me personally, I know when I was like this and when I am like this, when it does peak out, because I'll be working on myself. I know it's
We all are. We all are.
It's coming from a place of pain for whatever reason.
True.
I think things happen to us in our experience, whether it be childhood, whether it be parents, whether it be other relationships, and we carry it all with us.
We do.
And we got all these little bags.
We do.
Yep.
And now we end up with someone and we're just handing it to them. Like, you gonna deal with this. And if not, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I had to learn that about myself too. Let me start releasing some things.
That's a
Let me
part
start
of the
releasing
healing.
some
You got
people.
to heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me forgive my father.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
do some things that I need to do so that I
Yeah.
can be a better spouse.
And you
I
know,
love
another
that.
thing about us as women and men, we don't admit to when something is wrong.
Yes.
We don't get the help that we need
Yeah.
to heal
Yeah.
at all. All that pain is built up.
Yeah.
I'm saying that because I've been here.
Yeah.
You know, I've done that. I've had a lot of pain. I've had baggage,
Yeah.
But until I learned to release that,
Yeah.
hey.
But this is another thing too. We gotta have safe spaces.
Yes.
Men and women.
Yes.
I can release with you if I know I will be allowed to be my vulnerable self.
Correct.
And you won't tell me, oh, but you're so strong.
Yeah.
Oh, but you shouldn't think, oh, I'm surprised you care. Like, let me
Let
give
me
it.
release. Yeah, let me release.
And that hurts the worst when you share something with someone and then it gets flipped on you later when you're really just trusting that person and sharing.
Yeah. We dropping gems tonight. If you're just tuning in, you are watching the conversation. We're talking all about love, and I love it because this is necessary. One thing you guys taught me in the shop recently, and I'm gonna give it to them because y'all helped me. Okay. Pick your battles.
Oh yeah.
Listen, y'all done helped me with this in my relationship, in my friendships, with my family.
Ooh.
I'm just walking away. I'm just leaving that over there because I could argue and I could make this big spectacle and I could tell you all about yourself. But for what?
Yeah.
I don't win. You don't win. What we doing?
That's why
y'all did that. So thank y'all.
You're so
absolutely.
welcome.
That blesses me
Pick
that
that.
you even received it that way.
Yeah.
But that's why I enjoy that time in the salon because first of all, it's a time of healing.
Yeah.
Because when someone comes to the beauty salon, it's whether death, marriage, wedding rehearsal, kids, graduations, proms. I mean, good news, bad news. Everything is coming with you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's kind of my job to comfort people as you guys comfort me. And Carnita, I don't know if you watching, but my friend Carnita taught me about picking and choosing your battles. Probably 20 years ago. But I've lived by that because everything is not, because you hear this today. Oh, because I'm gonna get them together and I'm gonna check them and I'm gonna say this and I said that and it's like you said and did all that and what good came out of it?
Right.
What even like with social media, I try to put positive things that I need.
Woo.
That I need, and I feel like I'm sharing it because it may help someone else that may need that. Why would I take my time to log on to be negative, and now that negativity is going to spread like a disease, like COVID.
Right.
But it's like I'd rather positive things spread. I'm not saying I'm perfect in that regard, and these are just my opinions. But it's like I want to spread light.
Yeah.
You know, why not?
Listen, one thing you ain't gonna get from me is a subliminal post. You're not gonna get a status about you because, baby, you're not that important. I don't care who it is. I have other things to do and other things going on. That's where
that picking that battle come in at.
Yeah.
See?
I don't read into it.
We get all caught up in what is happening in that moment, and it shifts what we do next. Now, you're not gonna shift me. I shift me.
Right. Ooh.
And that is all. So
Yeah.
I'm so happy y'all came on tonight.
Ooh, so
we are
happy.
doing the thing, and we are talking about love.
I've been excited ever since we had the date coming up because I was like, wow, I've never done a podcast. I've talked about it with other ones of my friends and stuff like that. It is something that I really enjoy doing because it's just talking. I mean, like what we do anyway.
Yeah, I have a question, and I want y'all to be honest and give me y'all twos and fews, okay? How do y'all feel about interracial dating or marriage? Are you pro it? Are you against it? Are you unbothered either way?
I'm unbothered because for one, you're gonna love who you love. I can't choose. I can't choose who you love. I don't have a problem with that at all. Do you?
Yeah.
If that person is making you happy and doing all,
I agree,
baby.
And I've always said that because I feel like if you love someone, you love them.
Yeah.
So color does not matter. And then too, on both sides of my family, you know, I have interracial, family members, people that were married into the family. But you said be honest.
Okay.
So I do have this tidbit
Okay.
for my brothers.
Okay.
This is strictly for my brothers.
Okay.
If you like a Caucasian woman or a Hispanic woman or an Oriental woman, whatever your flavor is, go be with her because you want to be with her. Don't say that, I'm picking her because y'all this and that.
Don't do us.
Just say you want another flavor. And then, too, maybe they did have a bad experience with a black woman, but they didn't have it with all black women.
Yes.
They didn't have it with their mama and their baby mama and their neighbor or sister, whoever. Like, those women around you are black women, which I love all women.
Yeah.
But my point being is that that's what I hear because black women this and black women that. No, bro, just say you want to go be with an opposite sex.
Yeah.
Say that's what you like.
Yeah.
Like we may like a short man, a tall man, a dark man, a light man, whatever. Everybody has their flavor.
Yeah.
But I'm all for people being with whoever they love.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
I
loves them
totally agree. And I feel like we got to stop being biased because if it's okay for us to date outside of our race, then it's okay for men to date outside of their race.
Yeah.
Because I've heard women say, oh, well, no, because the brothers shouldn't all be with, they taking all our men.
Agree.
No, you gotta love who you love, and you don't know what Betty Sue putting up with.
Yeah. And not been.
You don't know.
Goodbye.
Maybe.
Really? Time out. Betty Sue.
Commercial break on.
You don't
that's
know
true.
what
Betty
the
Sue.
Karen is putting up with. You can't say, oh, they done with. No, maybe he's right where he needs to be.
Yeah.
And so I think let people love who they love.
something that is not yours. Like,
Right.
y'all can have, you know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead. I mean,
Yeah.
because he can go where he wants to.
Yeah.
So it's not about taking. So I got another bit, but I don't want to add that in there. I'll save that.
Okay, that's for the next time.
Yeah,
Okay.
next time.
Because my queens will be back and we'll be doing this again. So another thing, I love the whole black love thing, right? But I also just love. If it makes you happy and that's what you want to do, that's what you should be doing.
True.
Regardless.
True.
So true.
So I think it's great that we are having this show now. We're coming up on February. As you guys know, that is the month of love.
Yeah.
And so let's talk Valentine's Day. Now, fellas, I'm going to help y'all real quick.
No.
Them teddy bears that's on the side of the road.
Why was she?
Listen, I want you to invest in your queen this year, okay? If you got to go to the Walmart, let me tell you what to do. There is a little section that they have novelties and such. Put a little basket together. Get some things together and act like you have. You know, then go to the little draw section and do what you got. But don't go on 38th Street right here.
Ooh.
And get that bear on that box.
Hold on.
Is that a deal breaker though?
No. Because I'm coming for the ladies.
Okay, come on.
Coming.
Okay.
'Cause we all the way wrong sometimes.
Why? What we do?
Because we don't get that same love back to them.
Oh, that ain't where?
I mean, you might not.
Okay.
You might.
Yeah.
But the next one. So that goes both ways.
Wait a minute, people
Ladies,
not giving out stuff on Valentine's Day?
Ladies, we got to
Talk
do the
to
same.
'em.
We
Let's
got
talk
to do the
to 'em.
same.
Okay.
Our men need to be loved too.
Yeah.
That means massages. That means feet done.
Yeah.
That means I calls my husband Barbara. I ain't great lie to you. I calls my husband Barbara every now and then. Has Eric paid you yet? Yeah, they may like, no. All right, it's coming right now.
Yes.
So when he gets to the barber shop,
It's already
it's
done.
already done.
Yes.
So them is the type of things that
Yeah,
I'm coming
I like
from the
that.
I'm coming from the very side of it.
Yeah.
So I make sure
Yeah.
Daddy or
That's sweet.
King is taken care of. So
Absolutely.
we have to do the
Yeah.
same.
We got to
thing.
match.
We
I
got
didn't know
to
we
ma-
wasn't equally yoked in that area. I didn't know.
Some women just don't.
Okay.
It's all, some women
Ladies,
ain't.
get him some cologne. Get him some socks. Every man
Hook him
usually
up,
has a
hook him
team.
up.
See what his team is. Get him some little paraphernalia or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
And get in there because Valentine's Day is for both of us.
Both.
Don't be trying to throw nothing together at the
Last
last
minute.
minute.
Yeah. And don't be thinking your pocketbook is a gift. I mean, that's cool. You can give him that too.
Ooh,
but I'm
not
just
the
saying,
pocketbook.
do something else
Yes.
for the fellas. Put him a little basket together. You know,
Oh, yeah.
that's one thing. My husband had never experienced those type of things, you know, and I'm like, well, let me put, I know you like the Rams, I know you like blue, let's throw a little smell goods in there, let's do what we need to do, because it is, you know, a love
It's a
thing.
love thing.
See, we're
It's a
teaching
two-
y'all tonight.
It's a two-way street.
It's a
Right.
And sweetest day, celebrate your man. Because you know on Valentine's Day, they're going to go through the roof. You're going to have the petals everywhere. You're going to have that bear from 38th Street. You're going to have the smell good. You're going
From
to
38th.
So
I'm sick of
give
it.
them something on sweetest day. It's okay to be nice.
Yeah.
All the time. First of all, this is the thing that me and the Mr. Go live by.
Yeah.
Holidays is every day.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Somebody will catch that later.
Mm-hmm.
Every day.
Yeah.
So we just don't celebrate birthdays and
Yeah.
anniversaries and
Yeah.
Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
Sweetest Day.
Yeah.
I think I'm missing a few
They're
days.
just
but who
fun
cares?
to do
They're
a
just
little extra, and I think it's
yeah.
good to try to outdo each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go that extra amount, like you said, know your man.
Yeah.
You know what he like and what he don't like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know people's budgets because everybody's budget is different, but make your budget work for you.
Yeah.
Because that's not an excuse to say, well, I don't have money, but you had a year.
I was about to say, now they come on the same day every year, so don't play with me.
Yeah. And then if you can't afford, bake a cake,
Yeah.
cook a meal,
Yeah.
clean up,
Yeah.
do your hair. Clean up the house. Send the kids somewhere. You know
Meet Tina Turner for the night. Do something.
Yeah,
I mean,
Put the favorite love songs on. You know, if it's too crowded to go to a restaurant or whatever. Then too, when you're with somebody, you enjoy their company.
Yeah.
They enjoy yours. So whatever y'all do, as long as it's together, you know, you're having fun.
Well, another thing, I got a little tidbit for the ladies tonight. You know, I was just raised a certain way anyway, but men like a clean woman.
Ooh.
Okay? So not just your appearance, but your house. You know, make sure that he walks into something great.
Yes.
Whether you're married or not, I think you should just keep your home a certain way as a lady.
Yeah.
You know? Because if not, how you that fine, your booty all big, but your house nasty? Nobody cares.
Yeah.
So let's just work on that too. I mean, you know, love is in there. We're trying to help everybody stay loved. So
I agree with my sister on that, and I agree 100%. But I'm gonna say this to the fellas, because this is something we've been doing. I know, like, since we were young, I've been cooking, been cleaning, been doing this. This is something you just learn as soon as you're old enough to. But with men, when you meet that woman with that big butt and that smile, make sure that she can, you know, work her way around the kitchen. Not saying you have to be a chef or anything like that, but know how to make a meal. I'm not saying it has to be every night. But if she was not doing all those things, if her house wasn't clean, she wasn't cooking, as far as didn't want to have no sex, don't want to take care of herself, you know, because I'm just being real. These are things that happen in relationships.
Yeah.
If she's not bringing all that to the table, but she's bringing that cute face, you know what I'm saying, or whatever else, that's not enough. So that's not enough to make her a girlfriend or a wife or whatever the case. Then you try to change her into this dynamic superwoman that you want her to be when she wasn't doing it before. Same for the fellas. If he wasn't doing this and that, what makes people think as soon as they get into a relationship that this man is going to change into this impeccable person?
Another thing too, fellas, learn to cook, baby, because cooking is a survival skill. Okay, so as an adult, you should be able to burn a little bit, whether you're with someone or not, and that is definitely very attractive. I married my food dude, I sure did. So listen, get in the kitchen and make it happen. You know what I mean? Like, make her a meal as well. That's a dope incentive. You know, he can cook, he can
And then women, when he makes that meal, do not criticize that meal unless he's asking for constructive criticism. But I'm saying, who cares what it is? If it's a hot dog and some French fries,
it's the way you gonna cook that hot dog.
No, right.
If you put that hot dog in some water, we got a whole issue.
I'm not saying cook the hot dog. I'm saying whatever it is, it doesn't have to be, oh my God, this is nasty. Girl, you knew he wasn't all that good of a cook in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, don't take that time to be negative or criticize everything. If he does clean up the house, he might not do it like you do it, but he did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything doesn't have to be like you walking around with the white, you know, what do you call it, with the glove checking everything. Everything may not be cookie cutter.
Yeah. See, that's that picking at battles thing. What are we capitalizing on in this situation? Are we happy that they actually did it? Or are we nitpicking about what wasn't done? Absolutely.
Baby, because you can make a smoked sausage sandwich with love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had the best smoked sausage sandwich for my birthday this past year, and it was the most, it was award winning.
Yeah. Another thing, too, in order to create peace for you, she must have peace. Meaning, give it to her, and it has to be in her. So, you know, men say, or I've seen men say, oh, we want peace. Give us peace, and you'll have it in return. But also, we got to have it. If she was a hellion before you, you're probably gonna have hell in your house. You know what I mean? And if you bring in hell into the situation, it sounds like we got a hot situation.
Yeah, like no structure.
Yeah.
But I hear every day how people want, and I'm going back to it, to change people. But who appointed us, like this person, to change all these people? You know, there's always things that can be better with either male or female. Yeah. But they are who they're going to be. Yeah. You can make them better. You can make them better because you can love them. You can love them through some things. You can speak life into them. You can encourage them and uplift them and motivate them. However, if he likes something a certain way, he probably been doing it since high school. Yeah.
Another thing, too, is what is on your do's and don'ts list? If you don't have a do's and don'ts list, you may just be saying, I don't want this, I don't want that, when realistically, we all come with something. Nobody's perfect. No. But if you have your do's and don'ts list, then you know, okay, if this person hits this area, it's over. You know, so I think that's another thing. We got to be realistic when we're in a relationship because you're not perfect either.
Right.
Correct.
So We done taught so well tonight. I think we should put on a seminar and put classes together. I mean,
it's so many components in this conversation.
Yeah.
So much.
So we're walking up on the season, the month of love, and we're talking all about it tonight. Now, I know we're talking love and relationships, but I want to talk and switch gears just a little bit. Let's speak on love and friendship. Ladies, directly for you, because to me, the men don't have this as much as a problem. It's okay to have friends. It's okay to have sister girls. True. Treat them well. Everybody is not disposable. Stop walking around thinking you the realest because you got 2 friends. No, baby, you chased everybody away. So let's focus on treating people how we want to be treated, and then we'll get that love in return. What you guys think about friendships and sisterhood?
So, some people that are just logged on, just came to my live and your live. We've been friends for 26 years.
Yeah, almost 27.
Almost 27.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we had one argument.
No.
We've had disagreement.
Yes.
We can agree to disagree with each other because that's what we do.
Yeah.
But falling out, some of y'all ain't even had a relationship for 27 minutes and y'all don't like each other.
Yeah.
That right there, this right here, she ain't just my friend. She's my sister. She's somebody I can call. She's somebody she's somebody that when I'm having a bad day about whatever it is, I'm calling my sister.
Yeah.
Like even we cheer each other. Let me tell you something, baby. One of my biggest cheerleaders.
That was a good question.
So
yeah.
I just think we don't put the effort and the time in friendships.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
And I think it goes back to the marriage and the single question. It's like every relationship is disposable.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? She made me mad, so I ain't messing with her. I don't fool with her no more. I don't blank with her no more. This and this and that. And that's neither here nor there because some friendships are seasonal.
Yeah.
So some may come in for different reasons and leave for different reasons too. It's never any shade. If I loved you ever, I still do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like with us, it's like God has just blessed us with longevity in our friendship. And anytime either of us have needed each other, because we've been there through the ups and downs, up and down and up and down and up and down and grieving and just, I mean, when I was sick, just anything I needed, I mean, she was Johnny on the spot, and I tried to be the same, you know, to her. And it's like love, like you said, love is an action word.
Yes.
When your people, like sometimes you're going through your own stuff, but check on your people. Me, anybody who's looking and they can attest to it, I'm always checking on you. How you doing? What happened with this? Even when I was down myself, I'm still like, wow, if I'm feeling like this, let me check on my girl. Let me see how this worked out, how that job interview go, how did this go, how the kids doing, or whatever the case may be. I'm not a perfect friend, but at the same time, I love my people, and I'm gonna always be there in any capacity I can be. But at the same time, all that love that I've had has been taken advantage of too, because I'm naturally a giver, like I said before. So it's like I'm always like, oh my God, that's my friend. I love him. I love him. I love him. So and it's like sometimes some of those friendships haven't worked out, and sometimes there's a power struggle because your friend don't like your other friend, or this one, or just whatever the case. And then we have to know how to manage those too, because you have different friendships, business. You have this. You got your kick it friends. You got this and that. But at the same time, sometimes you can't mix everybody.
Yeah.
You know.
And seasons.
Yes.
Let's talk about these seasons. Seasons.
Yeah, some are just seasonal.
Some are just seasonal friends. Some is just there just to see what they can get from you.
Yeah, and even like you said, in dating relationships, some of those weren't meant to be long term.
Yeah.
Some of those were just to, and sometimes it's just go out and have some tea, go out and have a lunch. You know what I'm saying? Go out and just have companionship.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't have to be, oh, this is the one, this is the one, this is the one. And it's like, how do you know that's the one? You haven't seen their character, you haven't seen their up and down, their dark season, their temper, their control. You know how they interact with their children, or their parents, or whatever. Because if a man does not have a good relationship with his mom, or his sisters, or the other women, his daughters, the other women in his life, that is a red flag. Not always Facebook Live, but in some cases, it's like, because men are naturally nurturing to the women around them that they love, and that's going to be the same way he's going to treat you. So if he's rough with them, he may be rough with you. Or, you know what I'm saying, maybe just not a gentleman.
I believe in my sisterhood, and I believe my sisterhood is still growing, and I'm proud of that, and I stand on that. I'll never say no new friends, because you never know who you can connect with. You never know what new friendship can blossom and be something greater than someone that you've known 10 years. I believe in my sister friends, and I don't care if we fall out, if we argue, they can call on me. A lot of them have been in my life 10, 15 years, some 20. I mean, I believe in that circle of women, because when the men come and go, and when the jobs come and go, and your kids are on your last nerve, you can call your sister and she'll be right there for you. So we have to learn how to be not just good spouses or girlfriends or boyfriends, but also good friends. How are you amongst the people that love you, and how do you show that you love them back? And lastly, now that we're speaking on love, let's talk about self-love.
Ooh, I love it. It's amazing.
Self-love.
What is self-love to you?
Everything. I take care of me first. I can't take care of you, and you if I'm not taking care of me. I learned that a couple years ago. I got real heavy. People know that. I was a big girl. Got to, comfortable in my marriage and my relationship, and was like, man, I don't think I can wear that, and this and that. And then something hit me one day. It was like, come on, man, you got to take care of you. Your hair done. This things that you were doing these things before you got comfortable. So what stopped you from doing that? So nails, feet, day out by myself, day without my kids. I mean, it played a factor in learning me again. So that's what you have to do. You have to learn you, but you can't love somebody or them or your kids or your family if you're not taking care of you.
True.
What about you?
And I feel like it really started like from when I was a kid with my grandmother. You gonna take care of you, and I mean the outer appearance, but I also mean the inner too. Like just about loving yourself. And she didn't let us go out of the house undone. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, I'm a 70s baby or whatever, but as far as you take care of your appearance, because you're going to be judged by your appearance, and that's been true. And what was so crazy was sometimes when I've been in the lowest periods of my life, I went out of my way to still keep myself up and look a certain way, because I know I'm being judged by my appearance, and it makes you feel better. When women come to the salon, go get their nails done, go get a facial, go get a massage. I don't care if you buy yourself a bracelet, do something for yourself. And I speak this all the time to women, because I know that's going to make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? Looking good make you feel good. And then too, men are visual creatures, but do it for yourself first. I heard women, I ain't about to do all that. Well, do some of that. You know what I'm saying? Because
do a little bit of that.
Yeah, I mean, do it for you and for him. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like sometimes you just don't feel like it, or a money issue or different things like that. But just like you have to love you. And I know I've been guilty of not taking care of me because I take care of other people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's something I'm working on.
I believe self-love is so important, and not only is it on the outside, but it's on the inside. I pay attention to what I listen to, what I watch, who I'm talking to, who I'm around, what I'm taking in food-wise. I make sure I do so many steps, because I got to take care of me. If I can't take care of me, then I won't be able to take care of my children, my husband, my family, my mother, my whoever, because I'm not my best self. You know, Mary J, that's my girl. That's our girl. She just came out with this song, Good Morning Gorgeous. And when I tell you, I play it all the time, because you got to believe you are beautiful.
Right. If you don't
just
believe it,
because.
Don't believe it. Right.
Amazingness too.
It's
so
amazing.
if you ain't never heard that one, go listen to it.
Amazing. It is
I'm gonna play
a
it
good
for you.
time.
And I believe in encouraging other women. I don't care what it is. I'd be like, girl, your toenails is cute.
Yes.
Anything, because
Encourage somebody.
I feel like we need that. We want that. You know, and we should give each other that. And why not give it up to a sister? Like you hear people say, oh, she thinks she's all that. I mean, she is kind of. I mean, look at her. Yeah. You know, it's okay with somebody feeling all that.
Yeah.
You
and
know,
it's okay to
that's
see somebody shine. You can still shine too.
Yeah.
It's okay. You don't have to feel away.
Can you?
You can.
Oh, I'm just asking, you know.
Because they don't be knowing. It's okay that she's on her thing. That's great. You can be on yours.
And it's not a competition.
Not at all.
It's just
not
life.
At all.
Like you do what you do, we do what we do, you know, in different, you know. That's what I hate, is that when people feel like I got to do this because somebody else is doing it. Do what's best for you and what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Not because someone else is doing it.
Self-love is super important. One thing about me, I'm going to take my time away from everybody, my kids, everybody, because I need to still handle and do me, because no matter who's in my life today, I need to be okay if they walk away.
Okay.
And so I gotta have time to myself to recharge. I gotta have time to myself to reset. And if you don't do that, how are you helping somebody else?
Well.
Tonight we talked all about love, and if you were here, then you were a part of amazing conversation. If you missed it, you can catch us on a replay, of course, and you can catch us on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for coming in tonight. Y'all coming back?
Yeah.
Yes. They coming back to the conversation. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tell a friend, share. Have a good evening. Bye.
Bye.